And Evan Geiselman, who could be very dangerous in these kind of conditions. The wild card, just a lethal goofy footer, light-footed, has great airs. But Jordy in the free surfing sessions, Pete Mel, has looked very sharp.
Important wins there for those top seeds early in the day. But here's a bit of action right now, boys.
Well, that is interesting, isn't it? Evan Geiselman, he goes right. Sets the fins free for a moment. Gets caught up in the whitewater there. He'll kick out. We'll see what unfolds there. Ian Gouveia went left.
I think it was clean.
Didn't seem to get in each other's way too much, Pete.
Not even. I think it was clean. I think no harm, no foul. They both got their maneuvers off done. And
we're going to see any excellent scores dropped here, and Jordy's going to be out the back with priority. But let's see what Ian Gouveia was able to do.
Oh, beautiful first turn. The wave flattens out, though. That's what's happening on these lefts. As that tide starts to fill in, you get that first section, kind of flattens out. You wait for this inside section. You hope that you're going to get enough speed to do something pretty big. And this wave didn't give him that final section. But I like what Ian does here. He just kind of stalls it out. And they just pass by, no problem. Taking a look here at Evan Geiselman on the backhand. You know, that maneuver there got kind of stuck and put him off pace. Take a look again. You can see all three competitors pulling into that. And Jordy right in the middle of it, center of the peak. I mean, he probably could have pushed the envelope, but decided, you know what? I'm not going to play this. These guys are all going. It would have been pretty messy to see all three of them stand up. But you love...
Jordy's watching on saying,
go ahead, guys.
Please double interference. But,
well, I mean, you see how tapped they did have contact. So, I mean, they're...
And Gouveia having a look at this one. Let's see what he can do. A bit of wind. Starting to puff up here. And that presents the opportunity for our competitors to throw their board above the lip.
Pretty slow. They get a half an hour to compete and get two good waves, but sometimes they get those ones that are really slow. And Ian's going to have an advantage now sitting outside of priority to be able to pick up these smaller inside waves, and he has that ability with moves like this, you know, on a basically a wave you would pass every day long, all day long. But since he doesn't have priority, no worries. He's going to build another pretty good score on the board. His performances have been one of the same competitors that have been, you know, putting on impressive performances. I mean, the only one I can look back on is we see Jordy up and riding.
Just punches the lip on that first section. Now carving. There's that tail release we were talking about earlier on. Mixing things up. And again, just swinging that tail around. A clean combination. A steady pace. Great flow throughout that ride.
Bunny Chow EPS. That's what it looks like. I mean, you can see the white. That's that epoxy foam. And again, when you have it in smaller conditions like that, the board's going to feel lively as you watch Evan the other direction, and he gets the pop. Has to struggle to get out of it. It is completed, but that will affect the score, the cleanliness in which he comes out of that maneuver. I mean, he does get beautiful pop. That's what he has, is that frontside grab. Nose pokes it. We've seen him do 100 of these on the lowers lefts, but unfortunately not able to ride out really clean. He did make the maneuver, and they will give him credit, but the fact that he wasn't able to ride out of it super clean will be factored into the score. Whereas Jordy, again, look at how strong he is. Beautiful arcing snap, and then this one where he gets the release out of it. That's the type of maneuver where you saw a little bit of innovation, but three beautiful, solid arcing maneuvers and a fourth again. Board looks spot on. He's been like that. The board's going to feel lively as you watch Evan the other direction, and he gets the pop. Has to struggle to get out of it. It is completed, but that will affect the score, the cleanliness in which he comes out of that maneuver. I mean, he does get beautiful pop. That's what he has, is that frontside grab. Nose pokes it. We've seen him do 100 of these on the lowers lefts, but unfortunately not able to ride out really clean. He did make the maneuver, and they will give him credit, but the fact that he wasn't able to ride out of it super clean will be factored into the score. Whereas Jordy, again, look at how strong he is. Beautiful arcing snap, and then this one where he gets the release out of it. That's the type of maneuver where you saw a little bit of innovation, but three beautiful, solid arcing maneuvers and a fourth again. Board looks spot on. He's been adding a little extra foam, putting it.
What he's capable of doing. We see him up once again. Looking for a backup to the 9.5. And behind him, Gouveia swinging into a good-looking set wave. Evan Geiselman got a look at the right too, but Ian goes down. But Jordy, you know, maybe the best. He had a couple of resurfs in that event and still managed to put up excellent numbers every time he hit the lineup. He just got beaten by Felipe a little later in the contest, but even to make the quarters, he surfed 8 times. No takers on the outside. Jordy maybe going to have a bit of a look at this. He's trying to get rid of a 3.1 to increase his heat score total. Has some speed to burn on this move. So much freedom in his surfing at the moment. Just swings that tail through the move. This one flattening out a little. And Jordy will do anything he can to get rid of that 3.1. So he,
you know, again, outside of priority, so he's just going to pick up some waves on the inside section. Big power arc, snap, slide. I mean, there was everything in that one. You know, the wave flattens out here, but he stays with it. You know, he sees that the inside section still bending at him, so it's going to give him a little bit of opportunity to finish this ride out. I think he's going to do a little bit better.
Let's see what Evan can do here. He's back in 3rd spot. He needs an 8.18. Love that first turn. It's a little caught up. It does well to ride out of that second maneuver.
Sometimes you put a little extra in there. I mean, his surfing is already there at the top-notch caliber. But sometimes you feel like you need to do a little bit more, you know, when you get to this stage.
Hasn't had the win here, though. I think he'd be pretty desperate to change that in 2017. And Gouveia up with plenty of speed. Couple of nice hits so far on this ride. Gets his board near vertical on that last turn. And kept it very busy down the line. Just over 6 minutes to go.
See it. He saw it down the line. He had to carry a ton of speed, so he didn't get those first maneuvers done. But when you have that much speed and you get to these sections, this is where you can hold the speed through a bunch of maneuvers. You can see it kept standing up for him. This is going to be his best wave, but I don't think it's going to be enough to move him into that first position. He was looking
6.97, but Jordy Smith hanging on to the wave of the event so far.
And he did it. You know, this was probably what, third gear for Jordy. I mean, again, his equipment looking spot on. Great information, knowing that he has dropped that 10 pounds. I think, you know, 10 pounds is a significant difference. You definitely could see a liter of surfboard drop off, maybe. Not quite a liter, but in between a half a liter and a liter, if you really wanted to put it in there. And you know, being strong at that less than 10 pounds, always good too. As you see the last wave here from Ian Gouveia, put him into second, and now doesn't need a score for the allocation needed in order to turn it. This one came in at a 6.27. Like I said, moved him into second position. Now needs a 6.97, which is capable, but I think in 4 minutes to go, Jordy's put himself in the top.
So the Jeep leader in great form here at Lower Trestles. We'll see how one of his main rivals fares in the next heat. Gabriel Medina hitting the line up against Adrian Buchan, and Nat Young will bring in Joe Tapel and Martin Potter for the call.